Welcome back to the channel. We've got a news of the day video for all you fine people on the internet. We're going to start things off today talking about Parker Price-Miller and Bernie Stuebgen. Bernie Stuebgen, the crew chief of the 9P full-time with High Limit Racing. Those two have now split up. So Parker Price-Miller, for the rest of the season, or as of this time right now, does not have a crew chief on that car. He will be turning the wrenches and making the shots or calling the shots as far as the car setup goes. I was talking to Parker earlier on today, and it sounds like it was a pretty mutual agreement between those two. They've worked together a lot in the past, and I'm sure they will work together more in the future as well. Bernie's got a business to run, and I'm sure he's a busy guy, and it's tough to be making all these races with High Limit Racing. It's not like they haven't been bad or anything. I feel like they've actually ran pretty good. They're 8th in points right now with High Limit Racing, just 45 behind the 5th place car of Rico Abreu. So it's not like they were way out of things. If you look at the big picture as far as charters go, they're still in a decent spot, and I think Parker knows that. So Parker Price-Miller, as of this time, is going to keep on going. He will be the one calling the shots as far as the setup goes on that car. And it wasn't like it just happened after Lakeside. I guess this has been a situation for them after Riverside. And so for the last 3 races that Parker Price-Miller has ran on the national stage, he has been the crew chief on the car. He ran 13th with the Outlaws at Jacksonville. He ran 6th on Friday at Lakeside with High Limit, and then 18th with High Limit on Saturday night. So, like it says right there, it's a mutual split. It's not split, but mutual split. Those two are on good terms, and so no bad blood between those two. Bernie did pull out the 71 car and race against the Maverick Wing Sprint cars on Sunday night with Kevin Thomas Jr. behind the wheel. They finished 3rd in that main event. So good luck to Bernie Stuebgen and Parker Price-Miller here as they continue on with their respective seasons. Also happening this weekend, Tony Laporta, pit reporter for High Limit Racing. We're going to call him in this one Tony Reporta. He lets us know that Tanner Thorson racing this last weekend with a broken rib on the right side of his rib cage. And so obviously we know that those things can take a while to heal up. So Tanner Thorson this weekend had some decent finishes inside the top 15. And that's pretty impressive considering what he was going through this weekend. So all the best to Tanner Thorson. Hopefully that heals up quickly and he can get back to 100%. Other news, Brad Sweet takes the High Limit Racing points lead away with the weekend sweep at Lakeside. He now has the points lead. He has the most series wins, and he's now the highest earning driver in sprint car racing so far in 2024. He has an 8-point lead going into this weekend against Tyler Courtney. He has 4 series wins, and he has now racked up $136,500 in the month from February to May. So not a bad couple of months here for Brad Sweet, and he is now the highest earning driver so far in sprint car racing. Also coming out on Twitter today from Blake Anderson, former announcer for the All-Star Circuit of Champions. A good number here, 162 410 sprint cars were in competition at some point or another on Saturday night between 6 different facilities. So that's pretty darn good. It was led by High Limit Racing at Lakeside with 35. The Outlaws had 33 at Eldora. There was 25 cars at all 3 at Knoxville, Skagit Speedway, and with the IRA at Cedar Lake. And then there were 19 cars in Butler, Michigan as well. So 162 410s racing at some point or another this last Saturday night. And there was a lot of cancellations. I would have liked to seen that number, what it would have been if there wasn't a bunch of rainouts. Port Royal rained out. A bunch of places in Ohio rained out as well. And there was a NARC rained out as well in California. There could have been well over 200 410s rolling off for a feature event this last weekend on Saturday night. So good number there from Blake Anderson. I'm going to try and keep track of that a little bit more here throughout the season. And final thing on the news board here, Kyle Larson's losing skid has hit 9 races in a sprint car. Obviously got that big win with the Cup car there this Sunday night. And he had a good weekend in the sprint car, a good week, I should say. He was 2nd with the Outlaws at Jacksonville, 3rd and 2nd with High Limit at Lakeside, but is yet to put that car into victory lane since the very first race of the season with High Limit Racing. And it has now been 9 races, which is a lot for Kyle Larson. This is the first time that he has hit 9 races without a win since 2019. And if it goes to 10 races, I'm going to have to go back through the history books again and see when that was. I have to think it'd probably been another 2 or 3 years before that. So Kyle Larson, 9-race losing streak. His next race is at the Kokomo Speedway in Kokomo, Indiana for the Midweek Money Series with High Limit Racing coming up next Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember which day it is, but we'll see if he can break that streak. If not, he's going to have to wait a couple more races. And, well, Kyle Larson, it looks like that speed is coming back to that car, though. 3 podiums this last weekend. Don't expect it to be much longer until he's back in victory lane. So that's all we've got for the news of the day here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to hit subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down below. Appreciate your guys' support. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.